USA and stuff like that. Bonjour, that's French. Hey, that's Finnish. Tere, that's Estonian. And ni hao, that's Mandarin. Chinese. Hello everybody. It's me, Red Zafir, and today I'm doing video that you wanted. You wanted to read some news articles. So I'm going to read you some news articles that I have in my feed. I'm using Ground News. If you want, I did affiliate link, so in the description is affiliate link for Vantage plan, 40% off. I have it for like 4 years. I'm using Ground News every day, I think 3 or 4 years. This is where I get my news. It's very cool, but we'll look at it. I will tell you something about it when we are seeing the stories. So, I'm in the Ground News app where I read all of my stories every day. It basically takes every article on the internet from like thousands of sources and combines them into one. Today, reading articles online is big pain, pain in the butt, because everything is biased. Everything has like left wing, right wing, center. Like all the news are just dumb. So that's why I'm using this for a long time. Anyway, so let's look. These are basically tailored to me. I've been using another account before I got the affiliate, so right now it needs to learn a little bit, but the more you are using it, the more it basically suits what you want. So we have blind spot. This is very great because this is like what's only on the right or on the left, and it depends what you are choosing, if international, European, American, and stuff like that. So Saudi Arabia reckons with its costly mega projects as 500 billion. The line is reviewed. So I will just open the article, and it compiled it from 23 sources. So Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund has initiated a strategic review of the line, a 105-mile linear city project in Naomi. I read about it. Due to the global scrutiny and pressures on public finances, so they don't have money for that. The review might impact energy-linked sub-projects in Neom, including a green hydrogen complex that is nearly 80% complete. Consulting firms are assisting in reassessment to help inform decisions about the project scale and priorities. Strategic reviews are common for mega projects, and the reassessment might lead to maintaining the current plan, according to Bloomberg. Yeah, now you can like read articles, but I will not do that because there will be like billion ads. This is the bias comparison. This is also in Vantage Plan very good because you can see like left-leaning coverage casts Saudi Arabia's neon mega projects as burden by costly mismanagement. In contrast, right-leaning headlines employ skeptical yet sarcastic tones, with words like utopia and unthinkable, signaling distrust but with less focus on labor details. The pivotal dividing line lies in portrayals of job cuts. Left frames them as harmful austerity, while right-leaning sources de-emphasize social impact, emphasizing pragmatic strategic reviews instead. Yeah, like, it's really great. That's why I'm using it. That's why I've been using it. This is not a sponsored video. I just got a link because you want me to read stories and news, and I would actually like to do it a lot if this video is popular, if you like it. Offbeat, this is what I get. You can also get newsletter to your email. Like I get like 4 emails per week, so I read it in the email to you, like in work and stuff. So Offbeat okay. So visitor eats 6.2 million banana artwork at French Museum. Yeah, we all know that taped banana. This is that taped banana. Yeah. A visitor at French Museum ate a banana worth 6.2 million last week. The Pompidou Metz. This is like, isn't it a little bit older, but probably not. Republic security intervened quickly after the banana was consumed. Artist Maurizio Catalan commented that the visitor confused the fruit for the artwork. Justin Sun purchased the banana artwork. Yeah, now I opened the. This is also good. You can see it's Berliner Morgenpost, but Grand News, well, translated through like Google and stuff. So I didn't want to do that actually. Oh my god, my tablet is like whack. Oh, GeoGuessr is on my other tab. I'm usually using it on, yeah, right there, right back. So, yeah, by comparison, we don't need one. So somebody ate that freaking banana for the 6.2 million. That's cool. So what we have, right there is like China economy, Iran policies, Egyptian police killed 2 suspected militants in shootout. I don't usually like try to read sad news, but I have to, you have to read sad news to know something about life. And let's be honest, most of the news are sad because people are really like fired for that. So yeah, Netanyahu suffers food poisoning to rest for 3 days. Okay, I don't need to know that. Forest fire haze from Indonesia detected in Malaysia. Interesting. So for you, I will do for you. What will it give me? Greece arrests hundreds of illegal boat migrants after suspending asylum. Shooting at Oslo shopping center leaves 1 hospitalized. Ukraine proposes fresh peace talks with Russia next week. Okay, this is something I would be interested in. So on Saturday, President Volodymyr Zelensky confirmed that Defense Council Secretary Rustem Umerov offered a meeting with Russian negotiators for next week. Zelensky said in his evening address on July 14th, US President President Donald Trump threatened steep tariffs on Russia and set a 50-day deadline for a ceasefire. In its latest strike, Russian forces launched hundreds of drones and missiles. Attack killed 1 and injured 6 in Odessa, Zelensky said. In Rostov region, rail services halted for about 4 hours overnight. Russian aviation watchdog Rosaviatsia said after Ukrainian drone attack. Despite talks since mid-May, no breakthrough has been achieved, while analysts say Moscow's drone barrages are likely to escalate. So again, you can watch bias comparison, you can look at the full coverage. This is like there you can see all the articles in the full coverage. It used 23 sources out of 230 one, it like speaks the best basically. There is like the breakdown. You can see where is, what factuality is, who owns those outlets, for every stories, if it's government, if it's people, and recommended articles, like BBC most centered, I think is the most centered is BBC in this one. Reuters, I really like Reuters. This is another like website that I would consider subscribing to Reuters because they have really like not too much commentary. I just hate biased news. I just hate it. Do you hate it too? Like sometimes I can't even watch the news. I have one Czech. I have IDNES, Czech newspaper. I'm subscribing to for stuff from Czechia, and I'm sometimes buy a newspapers, which I would like to do too, but like 99% of stuff I read there. The important stuff, the like. let's look at some another article that I will open. Something more like. You can see there is like Brno city district, it knows like almost region. Yeah, I can add almost region if it has something. Yeah, there is like collision, bus crashes, large scale fire engulfed at forest in almost region, but that's old. It's not really like suited for this regional stuff. This is blind spot feed. So this is what I wouldn't know, or what basically is not covered, because almost every story is covered in everything, every newspaper, but some focus on something and some focus on something else. So this is like the part we have there that Netanyahu is shitting himself or something. Ex-Epstein lawyer calls for release of additional Epstein materials. You can see it's mostly for the right. So this is right wing, it like doesn't matter, right? So it is mostly right wing coverage, not left wing. So this is for the left, if you are leftist, if you are freaking communal, if you are like left leaning, what I would be, like in Czechia, I would be like, I think like left. I think all Czechs are left. I don't even know. I should do like the political compass. That would be fun. We should do that in some video if you want to. So, Democrats seek federal ban on price gouging amid tariff rollout. So this is mostly covered by right wing. Democrats in America are pushing a bill prohibiting price gouging at the federal level and giving the Federal Trade Commission FTC another $1 billion and new tools to go after companies charging grossly excessive prices. This is like me in Victoria Free when I ban trading of other country. Like the new Victoria Free update is so good. I can't play anymore because I just don't want to sleep. I don't want to do anything else. Democrats such as protection minister President Donald Trump roll out higher tariffs on foreign nations as part of effort to overhaul. Yeah, I didn't want to do that. To overhaul global trade, a tariff is taxed on imported goods that the importer pays to the federal government. Yes, that importer can then absorb the loss or try to pass added cost on the consumers through higher prices. Exactly, that's how tariffs works. We already had a video about that. Bank of England scrutinizes lenders for dollar risk amid Trump worries, sources say, and you can see no right-wing publication actually says anything about that. This is like the gold, this is what you want to find. So the Bank of England has asked some lenders to test their resilience to potential US dollar shocks. Three sources said the latest sign of how the Trump administration's policies are eroding trust in the US as bedrock of financial stability. Yeah, sanctions. Sanctions bad. Yes, Jasmine Crockett calls Trump wannabe Hitler over Epstein files. What? The Texas lawmaker blasts her GOP colleagues for loyalty to Trump amid Epstein documents controversy. Jasmine Crockett. Who is Jasmine Crockett? Is that? I will now read the article because I want to know that. Newsweek, and hopefully the video is not going to play except all the ads. Let's close them. A Texas Democrat, yeah. So okay, they are calling him that every day, so that's actually nothing new. Judge orders funds restored for Radio Free Europe. Yeah, I think they banned it in that La Fuerza package that they were cutting everything. A federal judge on Friday ordered the Trump administration to restore funding for Radio Free Europe, Radio Liberty, a federally funded newsroom that provides independent reporting in countries with limited press freedom such as Russia, Iran and Afghanistan. The New York Times report. I don't think there is anything like free. That's why I'm using this app, because there is nothing independent. There is not independent media. Everything is dependent. You can see it in that perspective. No, right? Full coverage breakdown. Yeah, this is the breakdown, and there is very high factuality, ownership, individual, independent corporation. You can see it's government, so quarter of the sources is owned by government. You can see that nothing is partial. Nothing. And yeah, I think that's for the showage good enough. If you like the video, leave a like, subscribe, comment, become a member. And if you want to get ground news too, click in the link. And if you buy the subscription, the Vantage plan, 40% off, you will support the channel with a little bit of money, which is cool too. So, thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next video where we are going to do that political compass if you want to. Good night.